They keep saying Pakistani grooming gangs. Shabana Mehmood should be ashamed of herself. Majority of people committing sexual offences against children, pedophilia, grooming, and all that, they are from the white background.
Ahmed Yaqoob is a TikTok sensation and a lawyer. And he also contested election against Shabana Mehmood, the current UK Home Secretary, who wants to deport Shabbir Ahmed, the ringleader of Rochdale grooming gang. We spoke to Ahmed Yaqoob and we asked him about this whole controversy, what the diaspora thinks, and the legality of this issue. Ahmed, let's start with Shabbir Ahmed's release and the subsequent conversation or the debate around his deportation. What is the view of the South Asian diaspora on this?
Well, their view is that Pakistan shouldn't be made a target of what Shabbir Ahmed has done. And he has committed, very, very bad offenses. But it doesn't require him to be deported to Pakistan. If he was a someone who lives in Pakistan, who is paying tax in Pakistan and has come over to the United Kingdom and committed these offenses, then these kind of dialogues, then these topics can be spoken about. But this guy has been living here for, I think, 40 years, 50 years now. So he shouldn't be deported. And Shabana Mehmood should be ashamed of herself for even considering that. She's simply trying to brown nose her way into impressing and appeasing new voters because she has lost a lot of her vote bank. And Alhamdulillah, that was due to what we did. We started as a movement, the Independent Candidate Alliance, and that was in 2025. In 2024, I contested elections against Shabana Mahmood, and I came second, very narrow margin of about 3,000 votes. But her majority went from 28,000 to just 3,000 now. So she knows that she has lost a lot of her Muslim voters and voters from the migrant communities because she's spoken up against a lot of migrant rules. And then in 2026 now, in May just gone, we've just had the local elections here in Birmingham, and we managed to get 15 seats. And she had 12 councillors in her constituency of Ladywood. Now she only has 3. So we've sort of broken the back now as well. And she knows that she has lost her vote bank. She knew back in 2024 and she knew again in 2026. So she knows she lost the South Asian and the migrant vote bank. She's trying to appease to a new vote bank.
Coming back to Shabbir Ahmed, there are these reports in the media that has been widely reported that he also, when he came to the UK, he renounced his Pakistani citizenship and he tore his passport or something like that. So there are also those reports. But I want to come back to what the community feels in terms of the debate on the media around this, because there's a lot of discussion on visa bans on Pakistanis or Pakistanis facing repercussions for this. You've interacted with the community. What do they say?
Well, it's wrong because they keep saying Pakistani grooming gangs when the majority of the grooming gangs or the people convicted of grooming and sexual offenses are from the white background. And that's facts. That is statistics. I'm not just making this up. You can, check it yourself. You can fact check this. The majority of people committing sexual offenses against children, pedophilia, grooming, and all that, they are from the white background, middle-aged background, and those are statistics. So every time a Pakistani does it, everyone gets labeled with the same brush. We get targeted if someone commits one offense. We get looked at our Pakistani grooming gangs, but when white people do it, there's no phrases like white grooming gangs, and we get targeted. So the community are, of course, against the likes of Shabbir Ahmed. They're against, all these people who commit crimes. I'm a father of 4 children, and it's disgusting what Shabbir Ahmed has done. But the whole Pakistani community cannot be held accountable for Shabbir Ahmed's crimes.
Yeah, and the Home Office is looking into amending the 1971 Immigration Act just to make sure that
For
they
one person,
can
for one
deport Shabbir Ahmed and subsequent
one
cases.
person.
Do you think that this legislation, this impending legislation, does it have underlying reasons such as racism?
Oh, look, of course, and this does happen. And they're not amending it. They're amending it for one person, Shabbir Ahmed. But if it does take place, then this is a precedent. More people will get deported. So it's given the green light. And Shabana Mehmood knows this, but she is carrying on with this because she is appeasing her puppet masters.
I want to talk about Elon Musk because he has also commented on this, and there is this Tommy Robinson campaign going on in the UK, which has essentially added fuel to fire, and this has led to a perception about Pakistanis which does not paint them in a good light.
Of
What
course.
is the community doing to counter this?
Look, I've locked horns with Tommy Robinson on a number of occasions online. I've called him out for debates. I've even gone to the extent to call him out to a charity boxing match. He's declined. Tommy Robinson and the people who are just causing division, and Elon Musk, these are Zionist puppet masters. And they are, again, they are not for the people. They are causing division because we have to face reality now. These people are against Islam as a whole, as a religion. So they are afraid and threatened of religion. They are afraid when they see people praying. They are afraid when they see people congregating and showing brotherhood and sisterhood. And they are afraid of all of this stuff. The Western world is, filled with alcohol, gambling, interest, nudity, drugs. Islam is a different way of life, and these people are afraid of that way of life, and that's why they keep saying Pakistani Muslim grooming gangs. And I'm not saying it's a good thing to do grooming, but it's a deeper sort of agenda that people like Tommy Robinson and people like Elon Musk have, and the people on the ground, unfortunately, the people who go to their marches, the people who support them, they are not very they're not very up to date with what's actually happening, and they are brainwashed by these people like Elon Musk, by Tommy Robinson.
And lastly, Labour Party is supposed to be a moderate party. It's a moderate party. It tilts towards left, and that party is enacting these legislations. What do you make of their moderate credentials or the left-leaning credentials?
Look, I've said it just now. My answer to one of your questions was the Shabana Mahmood and the Labour Party know that they have lost their Muslim voters. We wasn't around campaigning in 2024. I wasn't even in politics. Ahmed Yaqoob, Shakir Afsar, my colleague, we wasn't around in politics. When we have stepped onto the scene, we've just simply woken people up. We've not sort of done anything special, just created awareness. And due to that, Labour have lost the Muslim vote bank and the migrant vote bank. And now what they're trying to do is they want to appease to the far right. They want to appease the far right, please them, and try to claw back some voters from the non-migrant communities. That's what they're doing.
Ahmed Yaqoob, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, brother.